think that's worked. I think that's the camera's there, not there. Right, okay, good to know. Hello, welcome to TOD Rolls Dice. Hopefully everything is working. You can hear me, you can see the screen. A couple of things that we're going to go over. We're expecting this reveal at 3 PM UK time, so in the next couple of minutes. Hopefully we're actually going to get some good information on this. We will see. But we do have some Halo stuff to talk about. I keep looking at where the camera used to be. You'll have to forgive me, chat. But we're going to take a look at the new Grand Tournament kit that they have finally revealed, the 4 miniatures that are going to be in there. We'll have a quick talk about that while we're waiting for this all to filter through, I think. And then, fingers crossed, Wave 5 is Noble Team. And we'll hop over to the preview articles. Hopefully we get a video as well. So that's what I'm expecting today. Let me know in the chat if there's any issues with audio or what have you. Everything should be working fine. It looks like it's working fine. This is the first live stream in the new place, so fingers crossed. But welcome everybody. Tic Tac, how we doing? Nice to see you here. Hope you're keeping well. Right, how about we pause that for a second. And yeah, let's talk about this new Grand Tournament kit. You guys may have seen them. They've been revealing them on Instagram. We got the Elite first. And I've just gone through the app and got some information about them. And we'll have a quick look at that. And then that should give everything time for articles to drop, hopefully. There should be a lot to talk about. I am incredibly excited to be talking about Halo Flashpoint again, because it feels like since October, we've had nothing. So, how about we jump in? We're going to do this new Grand Tournament kit that is Tournament Kit 3, but the models didn't change between 1 and 2. So, I have a spreadsheet all ready to go, quickly thrown together just before I had my voice therapy about an hour ago. Let's take a look. This is the current kit, Fireteam Wolf in Mastercrafted Resin. The new models are confirmed to be Mastercrafted Resin as well. But just to give you an idea of what we'll be getting in there, it will be the Husky Raid Organised Play book. That is the current season that we're on until end of October, start of November this year. You get a whole host of achievement stickers, posters to organise tournaments and things. The foil cards I haven't seen. The first pack was the Spartans from the starter set, the Spartan or the recruit set. This one has, where are we? The Sangheili Mercenary foil cards. I would guess that the new foil cards are going to represent the new miniatures. We'll touch on in a minute. I don't expect any of this stuff to change. The tokens will be the same. It's just the models that we're going to be looking at. Price, I'm expecting the same price as well. We will see. But jumping on, our first reveal was the Sangheili Mercenary, or a good old Elite, with a concussion rifle. There's nothing really special here, is there? It is just an alternative model, and that's the purpose of these. This isn't new units, new models with new cards and weapons and things that we haven't seen before. The idea is these miniatures are the top prize or given out for whatever during a grand tournament. And they're just an alternative to what we already have. So I'm expecting this just to be a standard Sangheili Mercenary. I've grabbed the cheapest profile there, points-wise. And instead of having the Pulse Carbine, it has the concussion rifle, which will be the same concussion rifle rules that we have. All of these rules were taken today from the app, so they are as up-to-date as they can be. Not an exciting miniature, but a nice-looking miniature. I think that they have done the Elite incredibly well. So, that's good, but we've seen that one. The second reveal was one close to my heart. I believe this is a Special Purpose Trooper. I grabbed the battle rifle profile, but it's probably going to be the same profile, just armed with a pulse carbine. So, a little bit different. I think this is one of the first ODSTs, if not the first ODST, with an actual Covenant weapon. Yeah, it works. I don't think the pulse carbine was in Halo ODST. Might be wrong, but it's good. Nice looking model. And it's nice that we're getting this mix of weapons for these grand prize prizes. The next one. This is cool. The Gungnir with a spanker. First Spartan with a spanker, I believe. Outside the paint scheme. Yeah, it's nice. It is a cool looking miniature. I wouldn't paint it quite like that. I have always been a fan of this. It's the commando body, I believe. Very much like Noble 1. With a Gungnir head that you can swap out. The master-crafted resin. Should be fairly easy to kit bash if you wanted to. I haven't tried yet, but it is something that I may try. And then the good old rocket launcher there. Going to be an expensive miniature, but a very cool alternative. And then our final one, arguably the coolest reveal. This one dropped a couple of days ago. Spartan Hazop with a jump pack, which you could argue represents the flight rule that it already has, or potentially the thrusters that you can give it, with a needle rifle. The bane of everybody's existence in Halo Reach, playing on Legendary. The needle rifles were brutal. Really, really cool. Some fun, nice miniatures. Very much looking forward to getting these. This is a pack that I'm hoping to pick up, but pretty good. Looking forward to seeing them in the flesh and hopefully doing a review on the channel. Now that we're quickly caught up, we should, if this all works, be able to jump over to Mantic for a article about the new stuff. No? It was 3 o'clock, right? Oh, it is. It is up. It is up. Okay, so nice. Oh, nice. Finally, they've announced the ODST scenery set as well. I wanted more drop pods. Right, there's a lot coming then. Noble Team expansion. It is confirmed a 6-man expansion. Very, very cool. We have a Heroes of Reach bundle. It looks like we're going to be getting... Is that the dumbed down man cannons? That's cool. Okay. And it's coming in April. Wow, that's fast. Okay, so we don't have the preview article yet. This is... No, I want to just look at it. There's quite a good amount of stuff that they've added as well. They've added Fireteam Wolf individually, which is really nice. So this is Halo Flashpoint special issue. So this is probably what we're morphing into. You may see it behind me, the ODST faction box. I don't think we're going to be getting those anymore. We do have a video. We'll jump over to that in a second. About special issue. Special issue is master crafted resin. Oh, are we moving to master crafted resin for the Halo range? Oh, they look good. I mean, they look good. Emil, Carter. Oh, Cat with the dual pistols. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. Noble 6. Very nice. Is that Spartan laser? Looks like a Spartan laser. George with the giant cannon. Love George. And June. Obviously our sniper. Looks really nicely detailed. I mean, all of them do. And it looks like we get man cannons as well, or UNSC type man cannons. Very, very cool. There's the box. Yeah, these look good. These look good. How about we go and find the trailer? We do have the YouTubes. I did have it open. Doesn't necessarily mean it's here anymore. That one. Hold on 1 second. Let's just have a quick refresh on this. Are we ready? No, it's not there. Yes, it is there. Great. All right, let's take a look at this trailer. We have a 1 minute and 4 second trailer. Hopefully this audio doesn't blow you guys away. Oh, it's so iconic. Proper Halo music. Man, the scenery's looking good as well. This is really well done. Banshees. This is mixing in some of the older Reach trailer, isn't it? Oh yeah, 25 years of Halo as well. Hopefully we get a release for that. Anything else? No. I mean, that was pretty cool. We're going to watch that again. I love hearing classic Halo music. The Bungie era music is... I mean, Marty was amazing. This is a really well done trailer, how they've spliced in the old advert with the miniatures themselves. And the terrain use. This is so cool. I know we're not getting vehicles yet, but hopefully we're going to be getting vehicles. This is just nostalgia. They look great. Obviously the paint job is always very well done. This is the mastercrafted resin, so the detail is that little bit extra. What do we think? Chat, let me know. This is amazing. This is exactly what I wanted to see, I think. So we have here obviously cards. The rules are going to be in the book. We're going to run through the descriptions. I don't think we have the article yet. We do have the article. Right, okay. So we're going to bounce back over to the article. Let's go news and then new reveals and pre-orders. Command Noble Team. Heroes of Reach. This one coming from Dan. Dan does a lot of these, doesn't he? He's a Halo guy for the marketing. Battle rages. Battles rage and fade. Heroes rise and fall, but legends never die. I will link this article. I'm going to leave this stream up. I keep looking over there. Don't look over there. The camera's there. I'm going to leave the stream up so you can get my initial reaction. And I will link all of the stuff. I'll put timestamps in there as well for what trailers and things that we're talking about. But give me your overall thoughts on Noble Team before we dive into the expansion and see what else is coming. Chat, let me know, and let me know in the comments if you're watching this post-stream as well. Halo Flashpoint is back with a bang for year 2. I wasn't aware it ever went away. And the previous wave of ODST releases are already shipping. That's good. There's been a little bit of weird movement on their prices from what I've seen. Some of them jump up in price by about £2.50. And then they just drop back down to the prices that we expected. So I don't actually know what's going on with the pricing. But hopefully, if you didn't get the faction box, which is still available, you were able to pick up the bits that you wanted. But it's time we kick off with Noble Team. Double Mat Gaming, okay. ODST terrain, including the much requested drop pod that was confirmed back in November, I believe, and more. Join us and let's dive back into the Halo universe for the next round of thrilling tactical skirmish combat. Noble Team Expansion. Taking point on this wave of new releases, prepare to command the legendary Noble Team across the combat zones of the Halo universe. So, lore point, I believe that there were 7 members of Noble Team prior to Reach. But at the time of Halo Reach, Noble 6, which is the player character, just joins the team, giving you a little bit of play with the type of Spartans that you take, I guess. But if you want to be Reach focused but play them anywhere, hopefully you're going to be able to take all 6, because that would be cool. They are Spartan 3s, they're not Spartan 2s. They should be. I mean, in the power scale of Halo, I think the Spartan 3s, then Spartan 4s, then Spartan 2s way up. So they shouldn't be as strong, or they should be at least comparable to Spartan 4s, is how I would take it. So if they're slightly weaker, George is a 2, so I don't know how you balance that. But you should be able to run all of them. And from a narrative point of view, you should be able to run all of them. But inside, you'll find the full Noble team, including Noble 6, which we've made in top-notch mastercrafted resin, capturing all their brilliant and crisp detail for painters and collectors. That's the box we've already seen. It looks good. That's not all. This expansion box also adds interactive terrain with 2 UNSC man cannons to launch your troops across the combat zone. And new rules for spectacular double mat games to let you bring more minis and legendary characters onto the table. So by double mat games, they mean double the board size, getting bigger board sizes. Is that the prelude to vehicles? Feels like it might be. So, if we are going down this route, we have a lot of Spartans, we have a lot of UNSC, we just had the ODSTs, and you can drop them in and basically just do whatever you want with the UNSC stuff that we have. We've got a good mix. We need more Banished. We have elites, we have brutes. We need all of the other Covenant races. I'd love to see a pair of hunters. I'd love to see 6 jackals. I'd love to see 200 grunts. Like, just give us everything at this point. If you're doubling up the mat sizes and the game sizes, which is fantastic, how about we get more things to fight against? And then we can really do the narrative side of things that I want to do. This game plays great anyway. Doubling up the mat sizes also probably lets you do 2-player, 4-player, whatever, 6-player potentially, depending on how big you want to go. I like the sound of this, and I like that they're constantly expanding with every expansion that they do. This isn't a true expansion, not a faction box, it's a special issue box. But it is continuing to grow the game in a different way and add new ways to play, which is what they do with every wave. And that's great. That's exciting. And man cannons, yes, please. We're also getting the Reach Deluxe Gaming Mat. Did someone say spectacular double mat games? Yes, we did. And where better to play out these incredible new scenarios, which will be in that book, along with the rules and points and things, than right on the blasted surface of Reach itself. Didn't want that. I accidentally clicked. So we'll see if we can get a better image down the line, but it looks like it is just a crater, then little bits of potential terrain and things that you can put on if you want. So this double-sized neoprene mat is designed for games of 8 by 16 cubes, so a decent, very decent size. Has rubber backing to stay in place on the tabletop. You'll find multiple new scenarios for this game size in the Noble Team expansion included booklet. So invite a friend round and play a whole new way to play skirmish battles in the Halo universe. Just as an image, I quite like this. I like the idea that you've got your craters and things. It's not that exciting, is it? It's a bigger size, which is cool. Not that exciting. Maybe that's just me. I'm a little disappointed with this. I am and I'm not. I just feel like I'm going to have to buy loads of these. But also coming, the ODST scenery set that was teased a long time ago. Since the launch of Feet First into Hell, we knew straight away that fans were going to want a drop pod to add to the Halo Terrain collection. And here it is. burning through the atmosphere and hot dropping straight into the combat zone. It includes a removable door, which is a really cool addition. So you can even choose whether to show or cover the internally sculpted cockpit. We also get the weapons that you can interact with in the game now, which is good. I don't know why this has taken so long to release, because they are quite a fun, but also an important part of the Feet First into Hell expansion. But, I mean, yeah. I feel like this has been delayed. Probably shouldn't have been, but here we go. At least it's here now. The drop pods actually look like a good size as well, which is cool. And to make it even better, this pack also includes a selection of 3D turrets to upgrade the 2D punchboard tokens that you'll find in Feet First into Hell and Desperate Measures. Crank up the immersion and get the next target into your sights. I do like this, just as terrain pieces. Obviously ODST, the video game, plays very much into this. But it's just nice to pop on, even if you don't want to interact with them, just to pop on buildings and things and just have that little extra there. They do have rules, you can use them, you can break them off and run around with them and stuff. I think that this is good. This has been a long time coming. Definitely something that I will be picking up. I am a little disappointed, and we've seen the price, but we'll go back to the pricings. I'm a little disappointed that it's one drop pod. Looking at it, I feel like it should have been 2 drop pods and then the turrets. But hey, that's probably a minor nitpick. We'll have to see. But looking good. We're also getting the new Mombasa Deluxe Gaming Mat, which I think we all knew was coming at some point. This is just to replace or as an add-on for the gaming mat that came in the ODST box. So speaking of the ODST, don't think that we've forgotten about the Deluxe Gaming Mat for New Mombasa. This is perfect to pair with a scenery pack or terrain pack. Start building out a stunning urban combat zone. All ready for running battles in the streets. I like these. I've got a couple of these. I've got one. I've got the blue, like the internal mat. It feels like it's a pretty good quality mat. It's a good size. Obviously, it's perfect for playing these games, Dead Zone, things like that. It links in with all of the other Mantic, like cube games. And they just, don't get me wrong, the boards are premium. I do like the boards that come in the faction boxes. I feel like the mats just add a little extra bit of luxury, which is nice. And I think they're reasonably priced as well. But it's nice that this is coming. This is a surprise to no one. It is just a repeat of the design from the box in Feet First into Hell. As with our other deluxe gaming mats for this game, it has a rubber backing for stable playing surface and has all the markings you need to measure range and movement in Halo Flashpoint. Also coming, because they have been removed from the GT, as we've previously talked about at the start of the video, we have those new GT miniatures in the new kit. Fighting Wolf is coming as a special issue box, which is great. I love that they're doing this. I wasn't going to pick these up as part of the GT box. I could be very tempted to pick them up now. Fighting Wolf is a new special issue box featuring 4 exclusive alternative poses for the starter set Spartans, Mark 7, Brawler, Zvezda and Deadeye. Previously only available through the Flashpoint organised playbox. The special multi-pack miniatures are dynamically posed and cast in a high detail resin, designed for collectors and painters. It's time to make your fire team stand out like never before. These miniatures are stunning. I've seen them on display. I think it was at Mantic HQ. Really nice. For me, I wouldn't be buying them to use them because the arena side of it doesn't grab me. What grabs me is running around Spartans versus Covenant, Banished, whichever. So running around with flags, power cells, oddball, it's nice. And if your Spartan picks up the oddball and you switch them out for this model, it's a great way of continuing that feeling in the standard arena style game that this is built around and focuses on. But for me, despite loving all of their miniatures for this range. I just didn't want to bring myself to pay the money for the GT kit. Whereas now I may pick these up. There's a high chance that I'll pick these up at some point. But it's good that they're not disappearing. And they are pretty nice poses. You could switch out some of the arms with some of the other stuff and really kit bash Spartans. I'm talking myself into this. But it's nice that they are releasing these separately. It's not like the GT pack's gone. These Spartans are now not available. They're coming up for a special issue release, which we know will probably be a short run thing. If you do want to pick them up and you haven't already, you still have that chance, which is very, very cool. Looks like we're also moving into... Oh, interesting. Into new bundles as well. So we'll run over the bundles. These pretty much just throwing everything that we've just talked about. But Noble Wave one-click bundle. If your last Halo Flashpoint purchase was feet first into hell, this is the right place to bring your collection up to date with one click. Packed with miniature sets, gaming mats and more, it contains everything launching at the end of April 2026. We haven't touched on that. It is coming very, very soon, 2 months away, which is fantastic. Plus an extra gift, the retail edition of Buck and Dare, which are different sculpts from those included in the ODST faction box. I love the Dare sculpt. The Buck sculpt doesn't work quite as well as the one in the faction box for me personally. But hey. But this is, if you want everything, depending on the price, this might be a pretty good way to go. April 2026 all new bundle, so this contains everything but Fighting Wolf and Buck and Dare. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have the New Mombasa map. It does have the Reach map, Noble Team, and then the... I mean, that's quite a nice one as well, actually. And then the scenery set for ODST. Heroes of Reach bundle is Noble Team and all the bits from their special issue expansion and the Reach mat. And finally, Grand Tournament Kit number 3. We talked about this at the start of it. It is exactly as I predicted. The only difference is, oh, that's pretty cool. So the only difference is these cards are for these miniatures. I didn't think that they would be. But it contains everything you need to run an event for up to 32 players, including a booklet featuring the Season 1 Husky Raid scenario content, posters, leaflets, stickers for tracking player achievements throughout the event. We've talked about those on the channel previously. 3 prizes of 40 acrylic tokens to be won, and also as prizes the 4 brand new Mastercrafted miniatures and their cards. They will be the special foil cards. So only 4 foil cards in this, not 8 as there previously was in the last one. Interesting. Now, the little bit of a send-off. What are we teasing next? The shape of things to come. And all of this is just the start of year 2. We'll have some deep dives on the way covering some of the most exciting parts of the new releases. And we'll be back in a few weeks to give a roadmap, to give you an idea of what else is in the works. We're finally getting a roadmap. Great. Great. I really want to know what's coming. This is the problem. They've been very quiet. Obviously, they've got to run through licensing. Microsoft, Halo Studios all have their little bit of an input. I just feel like things have slowed down because Mantic have been pushing Kings of War, which is their own property, their own game. That makes more money than this. When you look at costs and things, probably. The miniatures look stunning. And that 4th edition was a huge release. They've got Dreadball coming as well. The Assassin's Creed game, Ghost in the Shell game. They've got lots of stuff on the go, licensed and their own stuff. For me, as someone who is just focused on Flashpoint, it's been very quiet. So even if we're not going to get anything for 6 months, which I don't think it will be that long, I think we need a roadmap so we know when we're looking forward to things and to give us an idea of when things are going to drop. But there will also be Adepticon 2026, that's at the end of March, to talk Halo Flashpoint, hobby and more. with lots of demo games and a very limited stock of pre-release Noble Team expansion boxes. Come and see them. That's very early. That's cool. That's very nice. So if you go into Adepticon, you'll be able to pick up Noble Team earlier than everyone else. I'm jealous. I'm not able to get to Adepticon, so yeah, big sad. But that's cool. That's really, really cool. And if you're new to, or if you're brand new to Halo Flashpoint, welcome. And you couldn't have joined at a better time with Spartans, ODSTs, Elites, Jiralhane, and a growing cast of legendary characters. This really is Halo brought to life on the tabletop. And the game gets bigger and better with every release. For now, though, a huge thanks to everyone for being part of the awesome global player community. We look forward to seeing you all out there in the lethal combat zones of the Halo universe. And I will just echo that as well. The player community and just the Halo community, the Halo Flashpoint community is fantastic. I am someone who talks a lot about this stuff when we have something to talk about, and I want to talk more about it. I do want to do a lot more Halo content. Obviously, we're going to get previews and things. This release is coming pretty soon. I just think that it's been quiet, and that's a shame. But roadmap is going to be big. We can do a lot of speculation about that and what's coming. But I think this is pretty solid. And I think of all of these reveals, there is some really cool stuff. I mean, all of it's cool stuff. There is some really cool stuff. My favorite is probably Noble Team. I do love the drop pod. Just a little bit saddened that it's only one drop pod instead of two. The minor thing. How about we jump over to the shop? We have a look at prices. So these prices will be in the the UK. The website will be updated to give you everything that you need. So it depends how big you want to go with this. We have new player starter sets and things. So it's the recon edition, with Noble Team if you want to just jump in with Noble Team as your main, which is cool. I do like how they do that. And then the other bundles that we talked about, a couple of different prices and things. Obviously, depending on how much you want to buy, you'll save a bit more. But these are all exclusive to Mantic. And as they mentioned, they are aiming to be shipping end of April. So about 2 months away. We have, the prices have dropped down again. The ODSTs, which I've lost. Those there we go. It's right there. Desperate Measures expansion, which is the ODSTs. That was £42.50 not that long ago. So the prices have just dropped. Great, good. That brings them more in line with previous prices. Pre-order stuff for reprints, Team Cerberus is coming back, which is good. That's coming back April, so when this stuff is aiming to launch, I guess. And War Games expansion, which is what you need if you're going to be doing competitive stuff, has a load of unit cards, points, just a whole breakdown of playing competitively and using points. That's coming back end of March, probably, so that's not too far away, but you should be able to pick that up from your local LFGs and things. Wolf is mastercrafted resin, £45. That's the same price as it's over there. Can't remember what they were called. Fire Team Phoenix was the first mastercrafted resin 4-piece. Stunning models. Really, really nice. It's again alternates of this armor type, which was the starting armor type. But yeah, that's price-wise, that's expected. Very nice models. I may pick them up. We'll see. My reservations on those. ODST scenery set. So it comes with one of each of the weapons and then the drop pod with removable cover. 25 quid. It's the same price as the other ones, so it's not surprising. The UNSC kit is very nice. The Banished one was lackluster. So in terms of monetary-wise, I think that is much better. I do think that at £25, you should really be having 2 drop pods in there with one of each of the turreted weapons. if I'm being honest. Hey, that's just me. I will be picking this up and we will be talking about this. The new Ambassador Deluxe Gaming Mat is exactly as we expect. It's the same game board from the ODST faction box, just on the neoprene mat. Really, really nice mats. 30 quid, that's the same price as what they currently are. Come on, go back. There we go. The Reach Deluxe Gaming Mat, which is double the size, is not double the price, which is positive to see. £49 for that one. Yeah, it's bigger, it's one mat, it just isn't that exciting. Obviously, it's Reach. I get it. But it's also just a crater, and then you put your terrain wherever you want it. It's not that exciting. But still, we'll go with it. I don't have a problem. I don't know if I'll be picking this up straight away, but all of these products should be, except Wolf, all these products should be available for a decent amount of time upon release. Let's go back to Noble Team then, because this is looking amazing. So £69, which is £24 more than Fireteam Wolf, looking at Mastercrafted Resin to Mastercrafted Resin. But you get 6 miniatures instead of 4. You get named characters, legends of the Halo universe, instead of a couple of different armor variants. And you get man cannons, and you get the Noble Team dossier, and you get the rules cards and their special rules and things all included. So I think that's okay, especially for Mastercrafted Resin. I think that's a good price. It's more than I thought it would be, but I didn't think they would be Mastercrafted Resin. But they just look fantastic. And I love that it's all of Noble Team, including Noble 6. I had a feeling it might just be 1 to 5. They look great. Carter is my favourite. George is my favourite. Carter's my favourite Spartan 3. And they've done him well. He looks fantastic. Cat looks fantastic. George, yeah, he's going to be a brute because he is a Spartan 2. And obviously, it does look like Noble 6 has a Spartan laser, right? That's definitely differently painted, but that's a Spartan laser. That's not an assault rifle. They're hiding it a little. That's a Spartan laser, which is cool. Man cannons, yeah, it's a bit of terrain, but they're going to be so much fun to use in the game. And just think, once we get vehicles, ghosts, warthogs, pinging them across the board. Yes, please. But just to go through the models again, Emil looking great with a shotgun. That's definitely sculpted in, isn't it? So you will probably want to tweak bits of the face. It looks a little too clean, but these are small miniatures. But I like it. And painting-wise, it looks like it would be as straightforward or as complicated as you want to make it. So that's good. We've obviously got quite a lot of detail going on. He looks like the character from the game, which is great. Carter, fantastic. Yeah, I like the pose. I do like the pose. Obviously, the DMR was his main weapon. Cat with the 2 pistols is stunning. She looks great. Why does Noble 6 have a Spartan laser? I'm not against it. But wow. And it's just a cool looking Spartan model. George, yes, every bit is peak. And his base looks to be on a bigger base, which is fitting. He's a Spartan 2. He's a bigger boy. And then June, I like that they've kept that pose with him almost idle, looking for targets instead of aiming down sights or crouching. Crouching would have been good. George, I haven't got it up, have I? I do have over there the Reach Memorial statue that came with the game. And that looks like George's pose from that. Don't need that on anymore, do I? That looks like Emil's pose from that. Noble 6 isn't on... Is Noble 6 on there? Noble 6 is on there, but he's not got a Spartan laser. Carter's pose is different. He's more at ease, gun of resting. That might be Emil's pose. Not sure, but I'm glad that Emil comes with a shotgun. You know that he's going to put great work in with that shotgun. And his melee attack is going to be brutal. These are looking great. I think that they have done Noble Team proud, and I think that the fan base will enjoy these. But chat, let me know in the comments. And if you're watching this post-stream, what do you think? Does this reveal hit the heights that Noble Team deserve in your mind? I'm impressed. I'm going to be pre-ordering this. I am going to be pre-ordering... Come on, go back. I'm going to be pre-ordering the ODST scenery set as well. The problem is, I kind of want a few of these, because just scattering drop pods about, and I like that they have that little bit of earth behind them. They just make great little pieces of cover, regardless of if you're using ODSTs or not. I suppose you can always use extra turrets and turreted weapons and things. Yeah, this is great. This is hopefully the shot in the arm that Flashpoint needs. As I've said, they've been very quiet. Annoyingly so. Can't be helped. It is what it is. But, hey, here we are. We have promise of a roadmap down the line, talk of things at Adepticon. I don't think anything new is going to be shown off, but we should be getting previews and things dropping over the next couple of weeks in the run-up to these shipping end of April 2026. Before we go, is there anything new for the Banished? No, there isn't. I mean, look at that. Compared to the ODST scenery set, that is just lackluster and overpriced. The ODST scenery set, okay, it's less pieces, but it's so much more interesting, and it's things that will be utilized in the game. I still think at 25 quid, without seeing it, without actually looking at the detail, it's expensive. 20 quid sounds better, feels better. Or 2 drop pods and 1 of each turreted weapon, 25 quid. Or just do one that is 8 drop pods and then have one that is 8 weapons, and you just tweak the prices. I think that's expensive, but that's so much better than the Banished one. But it doesn't look like there's anything new for the Banished. That's not new. Oh! Sangheili Mercenaries are on a reprint, but they're not due until August 2026. There's a long wait on the Elites. That's not good. Obviously, they're available in the Banished box, as long as that box is available. But that is quite a wait on the Elites. We just have the new stuff here, don't we? The new Ambassador terrain set has kept its price increase. That's the same. Yeah, that's the same. No new scenery here. The mats and things we've already touched on. Okay, so finally the organised play that was mentioned, that has gone up for pre-order at the same price. Yes, 75 quid. Okay. And it is almost the same contents. New miniatures, different cards, only 4 cards instead of 8, but as we touched on at the start of this stream, we covered over all of this in these reveals. I think these models are looking great. I love the ODST. I'm buying it for the ODST. Maybe also the Gungnir with the rocket launcher, which is just cool. Do love a spanker. And who doesn't love a jump pack needle rifle sniper of a Hazop? The weakest miniature in here, as mentioned before, is the elite, but it's always nice to have more elites with a variety of weapons. And I like that it's an elite with a Covenant weapon, and not starting to give them UNSC weapons. I would much prefer my elites to feel more Covenant than Banished. And the Covenant never picked up human technology. It was below them. Whole host of new things coming. This we knew, we had these teasers. Looking great. Yeah, Noble Team is looking stunning. Very impressed with Noble Team. And we'll see. We'll see where the game goes. I think the roadmap is probably the next thing to look out for. But on the whole, Mantic is delivering at a decent pace. It's not overbearing. It's consistent. Doesn't feel oppressive, and it lets people get in, play, try new things, paint up miniatures, and then look forward to the next release. All of that is great. But hey, this is where we're at. We've had a bit of a lull, but we're now back, and we can now talk about Flashpoint again with new information. As always, when we get new stuff, I will be talking about Flashpoint previews for Noble Team, the Man Cannon terrain features and things, maybe the ODST terrain as well, or if we get a scenery set preview. And when this stuff releases, I will hopefully be picking up copies to review for you guys. Really looking forward to getting back to talking about Halo. And at some point, hopefully soon, at some point I want to be doing Halo Flashpoint battle reports on the channel as well. Don't know what form they're going to take. We'll have to play that by ear and figure it out. You know me, I'm much more narrative based. But hey, big things are coming this year. Wave 5 and the first wave of year 2 of Halo Flashpoint is dropping with a bang. And I cannot wait to see what's next. Let me know in the comments which of these products stands out for you the most and which will you be looking to pick up at release. As always, like, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things because it really does help the channel grow. And Flashpoint is a big thing for me, big thing for the channel. We are going to be doing a lot more Flashpoint content, as I mentioned. But thank you very much for watching. Thanks for joining in. I know it's been a quiet stream, it was very impromptu. But hopefully you've enjoyed it, you've enjoyed my takes. Love to know what you think in the comments below. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. I think it's that button. Hey!